Hey y'all, it's Farmer MeeMaw, and today I think I've officially hit rock bottom. I haven't been sitting in the corner eating cupcakes or anything like that, although that sounds absolutely amazing. This menopausal beast that attacked me a few months ago has just gotten on my ever-loving last nerve, and I've decided I'm done. I'm not going to let it take control of me anymore. Yeah, because we have a choice, right? I mean, I'm making a choice. I've been pretty lucky so far, knock on wood, that I have not gotten a lot of the classic symptoms. Although this is what this lovely menopausal thing does to me. And number one, I can look at something delicious cross-eyed and I will gain 5 pounds. I mean, I have no control over my weight. I've noticed I've been eating potatoes, and yesterday I had some bread, like whole grain bread, and it didn't affect my weight. Then other days I will eat something and I'll go up 5 pounds. So I don't really know what's going on. It's unpredictable. But here's the deal. I've been gaining weight. I've told you this before. And that's no longer acceptable. I have loved myself through this, and I'm not self-loathing or anything like that. I'm just so tired of it. And so I'm going to do everything in my power. I'm going to pretend I have power over this right now, and I'm going to be doing some things. I'm going to be eating better, healthier, less chemicals, less dairy, less all the stuff that I know I ought not be eating anyway. And because I'm just tired of the way things are going. Another lovely thing that this beast has done to me is it makes sure that at any given time I have at least one disgusting and repulsive place, painful, cysty, pimply thing somewhere on my face at all times. Just as one is starting to get a little bit of bing, a new one pops up. But today, lucky me, in the last 24-ish hours, I have had the pleasure of like 7 of these things just on my chin, and they love my chin. Apparently, hormones show up on your chin, but they're everywhere. They're not just on my chin. Aren't I lovely? Aren't lovely? I meant to say lucky, not lovely. I'm not lovely. Oh, and the other thing, you gotta love menopause. Not only am I getting fat and I'm breaking out, man, I'd make a terrible teenager right now. I'm also getting wrinkles. The only difference between me and a teenager, just everywhere. And my skin is like getting rough where it used to be smooth. I'm taking control. I've shown you supplements that I've taken, and I just got out of the habit, because ADHD. And I had some, I still consistently coconut oil in my coffee and collagen in my coffee. Unfortunately, I can't drink coffee without dairy, and I really need to give up dairy. Y'all pray for me. Pray for me hard, because I need to give up dairy. I was allergic to dairy when I was a kid. Did I tell you that? Probably not. I was allergic. 6 months old, I was drinking sweet tea in my bottle. And no lie, y'all. Goat's milk was too expensive, and that was the only thing I could drink back then. We're talking about early 70s. Anyway, so sweet tea, So, between wrinkles and hormonal acne, and oh my goodness, now let's not forget my gray hair, y'all. It has really, I colored my hair in September of 2017. That's the only time I've really, as an adult, colored my hair, because it's too much work. It just, y'all know me, I'm lazy. I don't wear makeup. I don't color my hair. And I went back on Instagram the other day, and I was looking through when I colored my hair, and the post on Instagram said, "This is why I don't color my hair. I colored my hair and I'm still gray." So it really didn't do anything for my hair anyway, because I've always had this gray right around here. And the gray really shows up more when I spend less time out in the sun, because the sun sun bleaches my hair, and I didn't spend near as much time in the sun this summer as I wish I would have. And so the gray is just, showing through big time. So yeah. Oh, the joys of getting old. But here's the deal. Because I'm getting old, I'm also realizing life is good. Life is short. I don't have time to waste. And so I've decided to take more, be more adventurous and take more risks and worry less about what other people think. Luckily, I have an amazing husband. And if you don't follow me over on FarmermeemaW, you may not know on Facebook, I have a love, intimacy, and marriage group as well. And I'm planning to kind of reboot that group. And it started off, originally made the group because about 150 days ago, my husband and I committed to upping our relationship and decided on, why am I suddenly stumbling around on this, y'all? We decided to, we made a commitment to daily intimacy. We're going to call it that. That's how we're going to say it. And we haven't really looked back, and our relationship is better than it's ever been. And it's really good because we decided during this time to, I've been keto mostly for a long time, and he decided to really commit to keto, and we're going to do intermittent fasting and all this stuff together. And he's dropped 4 pounds, and I'm up like 5. And so during this time, it's been really good for me to have that backdrop of having a loving, wonderful husband that I know loves me no matter what. Because I probably, had we still been like rah, 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 all the time, and he was losing that much weight with me not being, I probably would be in a deep, dark depression. And that just is one of the reasons that I highly recommend this increased level of intimacy for anybody who is married. Married couples, and you have to be a married woman in order to participate in the group, and with a single account, no joint accounts, because then we have no way of knowing if men are coming into the group, and we try to control for that. Anyway, but it really put such a positive spin on my life to keep me going when I had several other things going on in my life and in our life that would have been a whole lot harder to get through had we not been as close as we were after this whole thing with our commitment. Long story, but anyway. So, I have decided to recommit. And if this is the first video that you are seeing of mine, welcome to my channel. I am a hot mess, but I'm a hot mess in progress, and I always keep trying. I don't give up. I mean, you'll see videos where I'm just like, I'm ready to give up. And then the next video will be, yeah, I've got this. So I go like this a little bit, but then I keep going. I really don't believe in giving up. And I try to stay pretty optimistic, except, whenever I am like, y'all, I'm realizing right now that I'm sounding pretty crazy, but that's okay. If you follow me for very long, you'll know I'm a little bit crazy. So, okay. So, I'm trying to take control of my health at this point. I love myself, but I love myself enough to know that carrying around these extra pounds, especially around my middle, which is where I carry them, you see, my hands aren't fat. It's all in my belly. It's just not good for me. And it's getting to the point where I feel, once again, like a beached whale when I'm in bed and trying to, roll from side to side. And it's just like, it's been so long since I felt like this, because I had been bigger than I am now. And then I'd lost all that weight on keto, and I was feeling good. And now it's, slowly creeping back on, but it wasn't really having the big impact because it was sneaky, it was slow. But now it's just like, I'm back to where I practically have to sit up to roll over in bed. That's just not the way I want to be. So, I'm stepping it up, y'all. I'm committing. I don't care if I look crazy. I don't care if people think you're too old for this, that you can't do this, blah, blah. I have a family of people who are not small. But I also have a family of people who are fine with that. And I'm just not. I'm the black sheep of the family. I'm the family wackadoo. Every family has one. if you don't know, most of you know exactly who your crazy person is in your family, the family wackadoo. And if you don't know who that person is, it's probably you. And I know full well, my sister introduced me to her new daughter-in-law when she was a new daughter-in-law, and as the family wackadoo. So that's, who I am. Anyway, so I'm all over the place. But I'm just so tired of being overweight and feeling more and more unhealthy. And you're probably going to see a little more focus on my channel about my health journey and getting healthy. And I hope to do that. I have a mission. I'm a hot mess. I'm at my breaking point, but I have a mission. And my mission, I actually had this mission years ago. And this is something that has been very pervasive over my life. And I wrote it down about a year ago. And it just came back to me today. And it was like, this is still the thing that fires me up. And this is kind of my vision for the world, okay? I have a vision my vision is that someday we will live in a world where chronic illness and chronic medicating will no longer exist, because people are going to know how to grow their own food, chemical free, and they're going to know how to use foods, herbs, natural remedies, prayer and fasting for healing. And they're not going to need those medications because they're going to eat a healthy diet that's, free of chemicals, no Roundup, no, all of that stuff that's just packed in all of that. Even the healthy foods, in the produce section of your store, pretty good chance they've got poison sprayed all over them, because we don't want to risk you accidentally getting something that doesn't cause you to need medication down the line somewhere. Don't get me started. Whew, I'm on fire, y'all. I was telling my husband earlier, I was like, I get worked up and like, ugh. And he was like, yes, I'm right here. And yeah, and he had to remind me that I needed to lower my voice, because the more excited I get, the louder I talk. And I was talking loud again. And he was like, you need to temper that a little bit. And so I will try to calm down, y'all. But I'm on a mission. I'm tired of hearing stories of my friends and their families being sick, being in pain, and having to take medicine that causes other side effects, that cause them to take more medicines for those side effects, and then those medicines cause side effects. I want it all to stop. I'm tired of it. And then I read like the people who are supposed to be the worldwide specialists and the countrywide specialists talking about what a healthy diet would be, and this is what we need for a healthy diet. And the things that they're recommending are the things that are going to keep you dependent, for the most part, dependent on medications for aches and pains and inflammation. Do you know, like, the majority, if not all, diseases are brought on by inflammation? Do you know what causes inflammation? Most carbs that you consume in America. Sugar, refined carbs, breads, pastas, things like that. Gluten. Oh, and they tear up your gut, and they fill your brain with fog. Okay, I'm gonna calm down for a little bit. I think this video is probably long enough, but I am taking charge, and I really encourage you to do the same. Even if you just make a small change, decide on a small change you can live with. Maybe just, instead of adding 2 cups of sugar to your sweet tea, maybe add 1.5 cups or a cup. You don't have to make huge changes right away, because then they kind of freak you out, and then you go back to the old way. And so start slow, try something slow, and get a habit tracker. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in. I made habit trackers, and then I was just like, I didn't follow them. So I'm going to go get my habit tracker. I'm going to put it on a clipboard. Excuse me. I'm going to put it on a clipboard. And I'm going to get up in the morning, hopefully get Lord willing and the creeks don't rise, and start marking off those habits that I'm trying to, well, they're not habits yet. Things I'm trying to make into a habit. Trying to create some healthy habits, including getting back to taking all of my supplements that I need to take, hopefully, that will help me through this menopausal nightmare that I wish I could wake up from. That's okay. I'm going to wake up from it one day and I'm going to be skinny and my skin is going to be soft and smooth and just, I'm going to feel amazing. So, I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Stay tuned. Check me out on Instagram and follow me on Facebook, FarmermeemaW Keto Wife Life. You can ask to join the group, Love, Intimacy, and Marriage, if you are a married woman. And follow me on quitefranklyjen.com is my blog. Good Lord willing and the creeks don't rise. I'm going to be posting more there coming up. So, talk to you guys soon. Bye, y'all.